What? Megan, can you take it?
Where's our name? Huh?
Can you direct this, Megan?
Last night or the day, I couldn't, like, I wouldn't want anything else to be my first show with this, you know? It's just an amazing experience. Glad I got to meet a bunch of real cool people. You guys are just awesome, you know? I feel like just doing theater has helped me grow as a person a little more, break out my shell a little more, you know? Really, wearing red green. Really helped me grow up.
Show again, and I think you guys know why we would do it again now, right? Wouldn't you do it again in 10 years?
Yeah, it's a great show, and I'm glad to do it again. But you know what? Exact same thing happened again. It's the magic of this show that makes people want to research roles and know what happened to their particular characters, and it's really amazing. It's the same thing happened to me again. All over again.
There's a place called Chicago. I've seen it on the map.
There's a place called Maryland. I've seen it on the map. I've seen it on the map. And then Ed just leaves, and we're like, Ed just is a homosexual.
Anyway, okay, first day in the dressing room, Pedro goes, well, I'm the oldest, so I make the rules, no talking. I feel like we're having a lot of fun. I hope I'm not the only one.
Has anyone seen me during portals?
No.
Yes.
I'll give you a side view of what it's like. I have to sing like that every night.
it makes such a great story. You know, it survived 100 years, and you know, there are probably 100 over shipwrecks per year, and I was like, why is this, how has this survived? And it was just like a couple nights ago that I was realizing that the choices that people made on board really are great things about what it really kind of means to be human, I guess, because when people were on board, you know, they had the whole separation of the classes. They weren't even allowed to see each other. The stokers were like locked in the boiler rooms for however long the trip was. And every so often something will come along and everybody just gets thrown in all together and people see what comes out. And it was a really great thing that happened. Well, no, it's actually horrible, but...
Mrs. Brown, her aunt, Caroline Brown, told this to a New York Herald reporter on the 20th of April, 1912. We were hurried from lifeboat to lifeboat by the men, but each was filled with passengers, mostly women and children, before we had a chance to board one. Meanwhile, the scenes on deck, orderly at first, became more panicky. An officer shouted to us that there was another lifeboat being launched on the other side of the vessel, so we hurried to the place. There you can imagine our feelings when the officer in command said that there was room for only one more woman. The men stayed back and did not crowd. Miss Edith was by my side at the time. She pushed me toward the boat, saying, "Please take this lady. She has children."
In Grand Salon, when everyone, you know, second class comes in and it's getting crazy, I go over to Ari and tell him that the ship's going down and that, you know, he should, you know, just to stay calm, and you're the bellboy. And I don't know if anyone notices that, but I mean, it's almost like saying goodbye to him, because that's kind of the last time I see him.
I kind of got to do it with an accent. My name is Edward Watson. I live on 78 Cloverview Road, Southampton, England. I have a mother named Rachel, a stepfather named John, and two brothers, twins, named James and Albert, who are younger than me. I'm almost in my 8th year of schooling, and I love to sing. Some people in my school make fun of my singing. Not that I can always go to school. My mom and dad don't always earn enough money to make ends meet. I've served as a bellboy on the Olympic, Baltic, and I'm going to leave tomorrow to serve on Titanic's maiden voyage. I have a cat named Lemon Drop. He's my best friend. In the mornings, I feed him, and also the neighborhood stray. Both of them are Toms.
Being on stage or whatever, so I get kind of lost sometimes, and like when we're sinking, I can see the water, and you know, I start like panting. I can feel the ice, you know, creeping up on me, and I mean, it's like an unreal experience. It's more than 3D. I mean,
and I think we hear this theme over and over that it was indeed a tragedy, with so many lives lost, families affected. But from there, I think there was a lot of birth, to the survivors, what they carried on, and what they rose up from. And even as we do this show, and there are shows across the country, I think we have that birth in everyone's lives for us to come together, for us to bond, and gain these friendships with each other are really special. And that came from that heart of tragedy.
Seems that